If you're as addicted to YouTube as I am, you've probably seen the community coming together in an effort to plant 20 million trees. Now, as one man and a smaller YouTuber, there's only so much I can do, but I want to do as much as possible. I've decided to plant 20 million trees in Minecraft. Now, I can only assume that tons of other Minecraft YouTubers have also had this idea to help out, and I hope they did. But have they actually been succeeding in planting 20 million trees? I have my doubts. Today, I'm going to use the best tools at my disposal to make it happen. Mods. With my experience in mods, we may just be able to succeed, especially with my secret weapon, World Edit. Many other mods could help me plant trees and grow plants faster, but nothing is quite on the level of tree planting as World Edit. To start, I'll select a 10x10 area and replace the empty spaces with saplings. Boom! 100 trees. How about a 100x100 area? Boom! 10,000 trees. And if I do 1,000x1,000, that should be 1 million trees. But unfortunately, this won't be that easy. We have two major problems. The command did work, but it took forever, even on my top-of-the-line computer, and it even ended up with this patchy result. Also, with the saplings so close together, there's no way all of the trees will successfully grow. So to fix this, I made a new command. This will replace only 10% of the area with saplings at random, and leave the other 90% as room to grow. There we go. For the most part, these trees will have plenty of room to breathe, and so will we. Also, to make things a little more interesting, it looks like all those oak saplings could use some friends. How about we throw in some other trees into the command? As you can see in the command, this is where things get a little more complicated, but check this out. Yeah. That's more like it. Now the trees are growing just how we want them to. But now, to make sure we get this right, it's math time. In our 1,000x1,000 area, we plant 100,000 trees, and that's because 1,000 times 1,000 is a million, divided by the 10% of the saplings that we plant, it equals 100,000. And of course, the commands were saying the very same thing, with a little bit of jumping around, because it is a random command. Sometimes it's going to be like up to 1,000 lower, sometimes it'll be up to 1,000 higher, but that'll pretty much average itself out. My PC can happen to run roughly a 2,000x2,000 command, which yields us 400,000 trees. That's where I think the comfort level is. I can run bigger commands, but this way I don't have to sit there and wait until the entire thing loads so fast. And of course the same math applies there. So, if I can put in 400,000 trees every time, then it will take me 50 attempts to create 20 million trees. If I do the 2,000x2,000 grids, then that would give me a full grid of 14,000x14,000, yielding 19,600,000 trees. So, we're gonna do 16,000x16,000, and that'll give us 25,600,000 trees. Now, it's not gonna give us exactly that much. As I mentioned, there's some random probability in there, so there's a little room for error, and, of course, not all of these saplings grow. Now, most of them do, so I think we will still be doing some overkill. But that extra 5 million will definitely cover all of the saplings that did not grow. Let's get this thing started. Last night, I set out on this mission. I set 2 positions, I pasted the command, and I waited for everything to process. The moment I was finished, I moved on to the next process, rinse and repeat. There were a few hurdles along the way. For example, I did have a habit of selecting the area above the ground, meaning that hundreds of thousands of saplings would spawn in midair, and those trees won't grow, so I had to undo them. Fortunately, this was made a little less daunting because I could run these commands while watching other videos of YouTubers helping to plant some real trees. After roughly 2 hours of testing and 3 hours of planting, I've finally done it. I've planted 20 million trees in Minecraft. Or really somewhere between 20 million and 25 million roughly with the randomization, you get it. But the title of this video is not 20 million saplings in Minecraft, we need trees. So I'm going to go an extra step further with the chunk loader mod. This thing will be able to load chunks in a radius. However, I have a bunch of these already around the world, so it's only letting me load 81 chunks at a time. So, what I'm going to have to do is world edit again. Instead of using the chunk loader just as it is, I copied one of the other ones that I have already set up to 10, and now it is set to 361 chunks, and I have these things pasted all over the map. The only thing left to do is change the tick speed so we can get this going for some automatic results. And as you can see now, the trees in every portion of the map are growing extremely rapidly. I said extremely rapidly. Extremely rapidly! As you can see, the world can tend to have a little bit of trouble with all of the commands I've been charging into it. But I imagine if we get that tick speed looking good now, yeah. Okay, it's not that much faster, but given due time, these chunk loaders plus the higher tick cycle should... It's speed, it's not cycle, it's tick speed. Just ignore it. Just shh. Pretend that never happened. Just pretend that never happened. It's trees. We have trees. And this is filling up the whole map, or at least as much as the chunk loaders are hitting. Honestly, I don't know if that little trick with pasting it in World Edit really works. However, it certainly seems like it. Certainly seems like it. Let's just reload our skin with the More Players model mod, because, well, that's how we look this good. And watch as trees grow across the world. Now, they're still growing, but we can get a good little in-depth look here. So trees can grow pretty close to each other, as we can see. However, as expected, some saplings just aren't gonna cut it because, well, they're covered by too much foliage. However, since we planted about 25 million saplings, I think that this more than covers our 20 million trees. Here we are at 0, where all this started. And the second we come near these saplings, they will all grow into trees. Let's try looking somewhere else. How about 15,000 blocks out? That sounds good to me. Oh look, there's trees growing. Oh, I think the chunk loader might have affected these ones, because they are moving pretty quickly already. What about 11,000 blocks out? Yep, trees. Trees growing as far as the eye can see. And finally, let's do somewhere closer, 3,000 blocks out. Yep, you guessed it, trees. 20 million of them. In less than one day, I was able to plant 20 million saplings thanks to World Edit. But that's not why I'm here. Unfortunately, there is no World Edit for real life. We can't infinitely spawn saplings or turn fire spread off. That's where you can help. Team Trees is a group of YouTubers working together with the Arbor Day Foundation to plant 20 million trees by 2020, and it doesn't have to stop there. With environmental disasters happening all around the world, our planet needs the help now more than ever. For just $1, you can plant a tree in the real world. For $5, you could plant 5 trees. You get the idea. Click the link below to go to teamtrees.org, where people like you have already helped plant almost 5 million trees in just a couple of days. If everyone watching this video just donated $1, then together we could plant thousands of real-life trees, all because of a Minecraft video. If you can't do that, watch this video again and share it with a friend. I'll put extra ads in the video so I can donate every penny of that to this great cause. It's crazy to think that a group of entertainers and viewers can help change the world for the better, but this is it. Now obviously this isn't the normal kind of video I do, but it's something I'm pretty passionate about. Something I'm also pretty passionate about: fighting dragons. Well, wearing butterfly wings. Look, if I'm gonna defeat forest fires and all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna go right to the source. In our world, it's happening because of fire-breathing dragons. Okay, that's not entirely true, but... oh, that'll do it. Up, that guy's a little one. Come on, one more. Yeah, come on, we want a big one. Up, one more dragon. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. Alright, let's see if I can take on these 4 dragons with my little butterfly wings. Oh, they are trying to burn the forest, but I'm not gonna let it happen. Oh, I'm probably gonna let it... oh. I'd like protection for everything. Well, we may have lost. We may have lost to the dragon, but look at all the trees. The trees are the important thing here, right? The trees are the important thing, not butterfly wings. And oh man, there's zombies now. We'll be. Wait, how do I get out of this forest? How do I get out of this forest? I made too many trees. It's all right. Just to protect the forest one more time. Game rule: do fire tick false. Boom. Dragons have lost. I win. They ain't got a chance. And there's a beautiful sun in some direction. Let's just take one more look at the world now that I got the shaders and all the fancy mods on. Oh yeah. There it is. A beautiful sunrise, 20 million trees, and hopefully a good thing done. So you guys know where you can find that link, right there in the description. You know what to do, and I suppose I'll see you guys next time.